Hello everyone, it's Mel. I have a couple of cards to share with you. The first card is a Christmas card. I really wanted to decide which design I was going to make for our family Christmas cards this year, and I'm really pleased with this. This is my prototype, but very pleased with this one. So I think this one is going to be the Cameron family Christmas card for 2012. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly show you or explain to you how I made this card. The main shape is using this, which is Nestabilities Labels 10. And then what I did was I took some craft card and cut out two shapes using the larger one. And then the next size down I used for my tag inside, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, to get your designer paper, what you do is you put this flat on a piece of on your designer paper, and you trace inside, and then that way that gives you a small edge all the way round, because obviously if you cut the designer paper again, obviously you'd get the same size as your back craft card, and obviously I wanted a little border, so I cut two designer papers, and then what I did was I took one and I actually scored it, not half, probably a third of the way down, and then cut my designer paper to fit. I went round all the edges of my paper with brushed corduroy, and then in the middle here, and I've got to be careful because this is balanced, I've made a tag, and I've used the same method with my designer paper, and then I've just heat embossed a greeting on there, so that's worked out quite well. And then what I will do is I will write our Christmas message on the back there. I punched a hole with my crocodile and then added an eyelet, and then this piece of gingham trim. And then down here we've got a poinsettia. Now this has been made using, I believe, a Marianne die. I've had it a couple of years, and to be honest, I like the die but never used it. So I took some red cardstock, and the die has one large poinsettia and a smaller one, so I cut two of the large ones, one of the smaller ones, and then you have to emboss it to get the lines. And then I went round the edge with a quickie glue pen and some glitter. And then in the middle I've just stuck a sort of glass flat back bead there. So that's that, so pleased with that. And then I also made this one, which is exactly the same but different paper. I think this paper is Echo Park. I've had it a couple of years, so I thought I'd just see what it looked like in a different design paper. I actually prefer the more traditional colours, but my daughter prefers this one, obviously because she's that much younger than me probably. So I'll probably do a combination of the two. I'll probably do this more modern effect for the nieces and nephews, and then the more traditional one for parents and aunts, etc. So they're my Christmas cards. And then the next card I want to show you is this one. Let me just onto the, there we go. This is a birthday card for my husband. This is for my daughter Poppy to give to him, which is why we've got a D down in the corner for Dad. So what I've done is I've taken some black cardstock, scored it in half, and taken some designer paper. Excuse me. This is the Lost and Found. Can't remember which paper pad, but it's one of the Lost and Found ones. And then here I've taken some corrugated card, and I've painted Crackle Distress Paint Picket Fence on that, and then it has actually cracked. You can't actually see it that much, but it has actually crackled. And then the image I was given by a friend, so I've mounted that onto some cream cardstock, put some Tim Holtz film strip, attached it with some staples. Up in the corner I've taken a embossing folder, ran it through some black card, just ripped off the corner, and then I've just highlighted the gears with some gold rub and buff. Then over here we've got some faux screws, and as I mentioned down here, that's a bottle top with the letter D, and it's got a proxy sticker over the top. So that is a birthday card from my husband, for my daughter Poppy to give to him. So they're my 3 projects that I've been working on this weekend. I hope you like them, and please leave me a comment, and thank you for watching. Bye.